Thanks for purchasing our ergonomically designed height-adjustable desk frame. Once you have your height-adjustable desk assembled and in place, you can enjoy the benefits of staying active while working and wonder how you ever did without it. Best of all, there are real benefits to moving frequently while at work. Please follow these assembly instructions carefully. If you have any questions at all, please contact your place of purchase. You'll want to have pre-measured your desktop width that you've selected for the frame you have in front of you. This is a very important step, so don't forget it. Now, let's get started. First thing you want to do is unpack your desk frame. Remove the packing material and lay out each piece in front of you. Keep the hardware separate as you'll be needing it along the way. Step 1 is adjusting the frame length. There's a hex rod on each side of the frame and we'll be removing both of them. Turn the frame over and starting on one side, loosen but don't remove the screws found on the rod holder. Once the screws are loosened, you can simply pull the hexagon rod out of the holder and lay it aside for now. Repeat this on the other end of the rod holder. Now that was easy. Next step, we'll be adjusting the frame length. Find the cross head screws and the hexagon head screws found along the frame edge. Only loosen the screws so that you can adjust to the frame to your pre-measured desktop width. You'll be doing this on each side of the frame. You can use a conventional measuring tape to ensure you've set the frame to the right length. Remember, it's important that your desktop fit the desk frame. Seems we're on our way to having a new height-adjustable desk. Okay, let's move on to the lifting columns. They will be attached to each side of the frame that you just adjusted. Pick up one of the lift columns and insert the bracket side into the channel space found on the frame. It should slide in easily. Now, using the included hex screws, you can attach the legs to the frame. Keep that Allen key handy. Once you've tightened all of the screws, you're ready to reinsert the hexagon rods you previously removed. Reinsert the hexagon rod and tighten down the screws you previously loosened to remove the rods. The rod should slide right in very easily. No need to force or push it. Now repeat the process on the other side of the frame using the remaining lifting column. Once again, tighten the screws and reinsert the hexagon rod. Now we're ready to install the crossbar brace. This brace is important and it'll keep your desk firm and steady while you're working. You'll have to remove the adjustment screws found on the top part of the rail as shown in order to adjust the crossbar brace to the desired length. So remove the screws and slide the brace open so that it matches the holes on each side of the lifting column legs. Position the crossbar brace over the mounting screw holes and insert and then tighten the screws down. Repeat this process for each side of the crossbar brace. Once the crossbar brace is installed on each leg, you can gather up the screws you previously removed and reinsert them into the slot holes found on each side of the crossbar braces. Okay, go ahead and review the work you've already done. Great job, you're almost finished. We haven't forgotten the feet, they're next. These feet offer the support your desk needs to hold whatever desktop you'll be mounting on top. Grab one of the feet and position it over the lifting column. You'll see that it'll slide right into the column. Grab the hex screws and insert them into the holes found in the center area of the foot. Tighten the screws down and repeat the process for the other support foot. Well, did your friend show up? Let's get some extra hands to help position the desk frame upright. Make sure you found a nice level surface to finish the assembly on. Once you have the frame in the upright position, we're ready to install the upper supports. These upper supports will attach to the desktop you've selected for your frame. These upper supports will be attached to each end of the desk frame. Position and align one of the upper supports over the holes found on the frame top. Insert the screws on the top and tighten them down. Using the additional hex screws, locate the holes found on the side of the upper support, insert them and tighten them down as well. Well, we're nearly ready for the desktop. This is getting exciting. Where's that friend? We need help placing the desktop you've selected on top of the frame. Align the desktop and center it over the frame. Looking under the desktop, you can mark and drill pilot holes for the screws that will be used to mount the desktop to the frame. This can vary based on the type of desktop material you've selected. This is a good time to use a bubble level to adjust the frame and desktop as well. The final step is to attach the crank handle to the desktop and insert it into the hole found near the top of the frame as shown. You can adjust the length of the handle by loosening the screws and adjusting the length prior to mounting the handle to the desktop. Using the screws provided, you're ready to mount the handle bracket onto the desktop. Okay, now go get your computer and something to drink. You are ready to get to work.